Hello? Okay. I'm Leslie Seifert from a project called Journalists in Schools. I have a question to go back to the research question. I use the internet all the time. I'm a newspaper editor. I do a lot of research on the, and now I do it all on the internet pretty much. But for 30 years or 25 years, I never had the internet. So the way I use the internet, it's very much based on the knowledge I have from all the years I didn't have the internet. So keywords, for example, very important. How do you know keywords to put in if you don't know much about what's out there to suggest to the system to find something for you? And it's the same thing with, like, if I'm going to do research about Congress, I need to know something about Congress so I can put it into the computer and get the information back. I suspect what's happening now is that you guys are learning it without that other knowledge. You're starting with computers rather than the other way around. And I wonder if you had any transfer in your own work between what you learned, say, in grade school, like you talked about outlines and things. Are there things that you learned in grade school that you find yourself applying to the internet, or are you learning everything from the internet? Because my suspicion is that if you learn it just from the internet, you're going to start out with a lack of knowledge that's going to let you not use it very effectively. But that may be because the way I learned how to use it, that I feel that way.
I think a lot of times we do have the knowledge to have some of the information, because we do learn it like either in 8th grade or back in elementary or something like that. But a lot of us, we think that the information's not right. So we use the internet as a source to get the right information or other information that we don't know about. And a lot of us, we use, if the internet sources, we use Google or AskJeeves or anything like that to get different information. So we would go to either one of those websites and type in Congress, and it'll give us a whole bunch of different answers to choose from or anything like that. So I think it all goes back to this to us students, and whether we use the knowledge that we've gotten from previous schools or previous classes, or whether we use the internet as another source to get that information that we need.
It's more of, it's not that we get the information on the computers per se. It's like we had to start off from somewhere to actually use the computers. And from what we learned in grade school, I know that unless you have a good foundation of what English is or what research is, if you type in something in a computer, you're just gonna get garbage in, garbage out. That's what's gonna come out. If I type in Congress, I'm gonna get this whole bunch of information that I'm just not gonna look through. I've learned from school and from basic knowledge that depending on how you phrase the questions, what you're gonna get. Like, what is Congress? I will get the definition of what it is. And from there, I can work as, okay, where is Congress? Who works in Congress? And from then on, I narrow it down from then. And that's how I get information in it. And like, you get a lot of information from the internet. That's no question. And it's a lot. So chances are, it's like, and like I say, it's perfect and it got all the information. But you'll learn that it'll get most of your information from the internet, and you'll get a lot from other places too. Because I know that I look at things on the internet and sometimes it doesn't pop up for me. I have to ask other people. That's what I do.
We have 3 more questions. Alphonse, Emily, and Jeff, and then we'll be wrapping up.
Just before you go on to that next question, I really can't say much about the internet, but I do know a thing or two about video making. Whenever I do a video, I apply my literacy skills even before I start my production. Pretty much, you know, film is just visual literature. And whenever you do a video, you pretty much have to go back to basics. Write out an outline, write a script, study the psychology of the character, the sociology, you name it, to make sure that that film, that video, can be that much better, I guess. So pretty much it's just visual literature. So it's not like we're going out empty-handed. And I'm just saying that goes with anything. If there's a graphic artist, you have to learn math, so on and so forth. So.